Okay, so we're still at the Make Football Accessible event for Girls United, and I've got Paige with me. So Paige, what was your involvement today?
So today I was the captain of the lanes. We had a good performance. Unfortunately, we lost 5-4, but that doesn't matter. We played very well. Considering it was our first time playing together, we played very well, and I'm proud of our team.
As a coach, how do you view your performance today?
I was playing centre-back. I think, I kept it neat, I kept it tidy. Could have played a bit more forward, put some balls in behind for Trey, who was playing up front. But overall, I think I had a decent performance at centre-back. Obviously, the scoreline as a defender, it hurts because conceding 5 goals doesn't look too good, but I think overall it was a good performance. Okay,
can you just talk to us a bit about what today was about?
So today was about looking to fundraise money to help make football more accessible to girls throughout London for Girls United. So we support the girls in different ways by helping provide, help subsidise their fees to play with us. We help by giving them kit. So yeah, it was all about different ways that we can help just make football more accessible for all the different girls in London.
What do you think the barriers are for girls playing football in London?
I think from what I've seen, money is a barrier. Literally just accessibility. I think it's definitely come a long way since I was a child, but girls' teams are hard to come by. So I think that is a barrier, especially girls looking. They might think, there's still a narrative that it's a boys' sport and it's hard to get into. So I think that's definitely a barrier. So it's about making it more visible, easier to access, just so that girls know that there is somewhere for them to go and for them to play.
And in England, the weather doesn't help sometimes either, as we're seeing in August. How did you personally get involved in football?
So personally, literally through my dad. So growing up, my dad used to coach Saturday league. So I used to, basically to get out of the house, I used to go down with him. And then whilst he was coaching, I used to play with the boys. So yeah, throughout my childhood, from when I was about 5, I was just playing with the boys. Then when I turned 10, I found a girls team. So I played for Croydon Girls. Then I moved to Crystal Palace, so then I played with Crystal Palace up until I was 17. And then, then at college, they were able to help us get level 1, our FA level 1. So from when I was about 18, that's when I started coaching and playing at the same time. So throughout uni, I was coaching sporting clubs. And then, I came to Girls United after uni. Yeah.
What barriers did you personally face as a girl playing football?
I think, like I said before, there was literally no girls team. So the only access I had from about 5 to 10 or 11 was literally I played with boys. When I was at school, it was literally our school football team. It was literally me and one other girl playing and everyone else were boys. So I think literally that access was very limited. It was hard to find girls teams.
Do you think you faced any barriers as a black person? Do you think it's any different for black girls trying to play football?
Yeah, I feel like there isn't a lot of people of colour, women of colour in football, even at a high level. So especially as a child, looking even at professional level, there was nobody that looked like me. So to me, I just assumed there was no avenue to play. I think as well, even as in the background staff, I think backroom staff, there could be more black people in general, more black referees, more black assistants, physios. I think in terms of visibility, as a black child, you don't see yourself a lot in the football space. Maybe as a professional footballer, as a boy, but we don't see ourselves, so we don't believe that we can do it.
What would you put that down to, apart from that as well, though? Do you think it's because black people tend to live in cities at the moment still? It's harder for a girl player in the city to get access to play football as opposed to if you're living out in Essex or Kent compared to, say, London. Is it cultural or is it mainly the accessibility as in facilities?
Opportunity in general, I think. Yeah.
Do you think it's evolved since you were young? Do you think it's got better?
I do, because I think, like I said, in backroom staff, even coaching, I definitely see a lot more black people than when I was a kid. There was hardly any black people. I think in terms of players, it's definitely come a long way as well. But I do think, even if you look at the England women team, their starting 11, there's not going to be one fully black person. So I think it's still a way to go.
Did you have a role model when you was growing up, someone you sort of looked up to for football?
Yeah, do you know what? My OG role model was Hope Powell. Yeah. So like that was someone that I just thought like she was just amazing.
How do you think it can be improved in the future so that there's more opportunities for girls, and especially girls from sort of ethnic minority backgrounds?
I think definitely the push on just getting girls involved, letting them see the opportunity. I think like seeing is believing. Like once you see it, you think you can do it. So I think by pushing, whether it is through like more black coaches, more female coaches, like see it like, for example, like having Abigail as our London manager, Romina as our CAO, like that is like something that is amazing to see, because it shows that like even just behind the scenes, there's a lot of women working. So I think, yeah, just showing that there's loads of different avenues for women.
And then talk us through what you do now. So you play and you coach, is that right?
Yeah, so I play for a team called Kenilworth on Sundays, and then I coach. So last season, I was coaching for the club programme and a little bit of, I'll play like a girl programme. So I was coaching the club as an assistant coach for the under-11s, and then next season, so like literally next week, I'll be a lead coach for the under-12 team. So yeah.
And what would you like to see your future in the girls' game or the game in general?
For me personally, I'd love to become a coach as high as possible. Definitely a push for more female coaches, more girls getting involved, like just more women everywhere.
What would you think be the ideal? How do you see the ideal future for the women's game?
I think literally just the same level as the men's in terms of like advertising, showing, like on TV. Like it's definitely come a long way. But like even just like the fact that now I'm a Chelsea fan, but the fact that now Chelsea can play at Stamford Bridge, they played games at Stamford Bridge. So yeah, that like big push on just the girls' game in general, like the visibility of it.
Yeah, and with like getting more black girls involved, does there need to be more done on educational level? Is it about role models? Is it just going to take time, or is there more we could be doing now to promote that?
I think, literally, especially as children, I think the promotion should be at educational level, like a push in schools. Obviously, we have a programme where we go into schools as well. So like the push at schools for girls to get involved, black girls and ethnic minority girls to get involved at school level, because that's where children spend most of their time. So that's where you're going to grab them. So the push there, like, would be a huge help. Yeah.
That's great stuff. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.